A dusty road leads to a quiet village. An elderly man, Ishaq, steps out of a small van holding a suitcase and a walking cane. His eyes search the landscape, dry fields, old houses, silence everywhere. After 40 years in the city, Professor Ishaq Ahmed chose to retire where no one knew his name. His wife had passed, his children were abroad, and the applause from lecture halls was a memory now. All he had was peace and the dry, empty patch of land behind a tiny cottage he now called home. Ishaq stands in front of the barren garden, holds a pocket of seeds and a rusted spade. The villagers watched curiously as the old man dug into the earth. No one had touched that land in years. Nothing grows there, said one. He's wasting time, muttered another. But Ishaq only smiled, planting seeds of lavender, mint, and spinach into the dry soil. Ishaq watering the ground. Days turned into weeks. Each morning, Ishaq rose before sunrise and tended to the soil. He read verses from Rumi and Ghalib aloud to the wind, speaking not just to the garden, but to something deeper in himself. The silence didn't bother him. It healed him. Old age has made him mad, someone said. Who talks to dirt? The village children laughed when they passed his fence. Still, Ishaq did not stop. He didn't argue. He just kept watering, believing not in what was, but in what could be. A wide shot of the dry garden. No green shoots. Weeks passed. Nothing sprouted. No leaves. No stems. Yet Ishaq remained. His neighbors pitied him now. But inside, Ishaq was changing. Clouds gather over the village. Rain begins to fall lightly on the earth. Ishaq stands still in the rain, smiling as the dry soil darkens. Then, one afternoon, rain came, soft and steady. Ishaq stood in the drizzle, face turned to the sky, letting it wash over him. 3 days after the rain, it happened. A tiny green leaf peeked through the soil, then another. Then more, lavender, mint, even spinach leaves. Ishaq knelt, tears in his eyes. The garden was listening after all. The laughter stopped. Curious eyes peeked in. A boy asked to help water the mint. A widow brought tea. A shy-teen girl sat nearby to sketch the flowers. Slowly, the garden began to bloom in more ways than one. A local journalist visited. How did you do it? She asked. How did you grow so much in such poor soil? Ishaq smiled. I didn't rush. I just showed up every day, spoke kindly, and waited. She wrote the article, The Man Who Planted Silence. One evening, Ishaq received a letter from his daughter in Canada. Baba, I saw your garden online. I'm coming this summer with your grandson. He should see what patience looks like. Ishaq closed his eyes. His garden had reached farther than he'd ever dreamed. Years later, long after Ishaq's final breath beneath the mulberry tree, the garden still grew. People came to read, pray, rest. A small sign at the entrance read, The Silent Garden, grown with patience, watered by peace.